Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate the use of the Speed Grader tool in Canvas. And for the purposes of this demonstration, we're going to use my annotated bibliography assignment for my AP US History class. Students had to submit their assignment, their annotated bibliography, as a Google Doc, which I previously shared with them, and I own each of their Google Docs. So once they shared it with me, I took away their editing privileges, and they can only view it or comment on it. In that way, students can no longer edit the assignment once it's been submitted. At any rate, you could also use a Word document or a PDF document as the submission. That's entirely up to you. At any rate, this is the assignment page, and students previously submitted their annotated bibliographies. So I'm going to click the Speed Grader tool over here, and it's going to open up a new window which will show both the student's documents and the Speed Grader window on the right hand side of the screen. Since it's a Google Doc, I also have to click this for each student. Not a big deal. I'll show you how that works in a moment. Over here you can see a little drop-down menu, and I could be looking at just one section of my course because I broke up this Canvas course into sections, or I could look at all sections at once. I've chosen to look at only my course 1 section, and I've already graded most of them. As you can see, the little green check mark indicates graded work. The orange circle indicates work that has not been graded, and a grayed out student indicates work that has not been submitted for one reason or another. So I'm going to open up Sarah's. I'm going to click open her Google Doc. And as you can see, it's actually a live Google document that we're looking at here. And I'm going to look over the student's work, make sure that it's in appropriate MLA style. And I'm going to read the annotations. And once I've looked all of that over, and we have to do this for the first assignment I click the View Rubric button, and you can see the rubric that I've put in earlier. I've assigned a point value. This is a 25-point assignment, and I've broken it up so that the excellent rating is here in the left-hand column, and they would get a full 25 points. If I assessed entirely at this level, the student would wind up with an 88, and lower scores for lower quality work. At any rate, as I click, notice that it gets highlighted in green and a point value appears here, the point value that I have assigned previously. And it also allows me to put in a comment for this particular criterion if I so desire, or you can add one comment down below, and that's what I usually do, but that's entirely up to you. So once I've clicked and chosen the point values, you can see that it's totaled it up down here at the bottom. I'll click Save. If I decide to change that, I can see the point value total here, but if I decide to change that, I can always go back in and alter that grade. And it indicates here only the criteria level that I selected for the student to see, or at least for us to see in this window, I should say. Now if I want, I can click down here and add another comment. If I wanted to, I could also use speech recognition to write my comment. It actually works pretty well. I could record a comment in video or audio for the student to listen to, or I could attach a separate document, notes or a rubric of some other sort. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to click Submit, and I'm done. And you can see the student's earlier comment. If they had one, it would be here. I can put my comment in, and the student can continue to comment back, and you can have a running dialogue about an assignment. That's especially helpful if you're asking the student to submit multiple revisions or peer review work and the like. At any rate, once I'm done with that student's work, I just click here to go to the next student and the next student and so forth. If I want to go back to an earlier student's work, I can just select one. Notice also, this is actually not late. I asked students to submit to Canvas after they had already submitted via Google Docs, but it indicates the exact time and date upon which it was submitted. So now that I'm done with this section, I'm going to move on to my next section. And there you have it. This is how to grade using SpeedGrader in Canvas.